Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Maria and I am the trigger warning. Somebody here needs to get a weighted blanket. If you've been considering it or you've thought about it, maybe perhaps this is just a confirmation for you. Like, yeah, get the blanket. Weighted blanket. Very specifically weighted blanket, okay? There's some sort of a cycle that is coming to an end. And when I asked about the cycle coming to an end, I was given self-control, okay? And I was kind of like, well, that's kind of weird. Why would you want to end a cycle of self-control, right? Like, so I guess that's what we're gonna find out about. If that resonates for you, then stay a while and listen. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. All right. So what is this? Let's see. How do I want to word this? What is the cycle that's closing? Okay. I gotta say, because that's what I'm getting. For somebody, there's somebody that whenever you're around them, you start to feel sick. Heed the warnings. Toil and labor at the bottom. Okay, we have bad health, false person, toil and labor at the bottom. Split. Family room. And at the very bottom. High honor. Okay, so wow, I just got the whole I'm rubber, you're glue. If you know that saying, then this is a message for you. All the work that you've invested into those you consider family, those that you put in positions of honor, the people you put on a pedestal, are undergoing judgment at this time, okay? And you are going to feel sick to your stomach when you're around people who do not have your highest good in interest in oh my god, how would you say this? This is important. Yes, thank you. They do not hold you in as high of an honor as you hold them. It's like they're attacking your passions or your creative energy in some way. It's almost like you're still getting the ideas, but nothing's blowing up. Like nothing is taking off, okay? This is because it's almost like a false start, but it's because like the fuel line is not connected because they're siphoning you. And I almost said babe. So maybe they call you that or that's what you call them. But I almost said babe right after it. Or maybe someone that gives you advice says that after they give you advice. Okay? Where do we want to go with this? What else do they need to know? We all know nobody wins in war, right? And the greatest war of all is the battle of the egos. Okay? And there's no way to ever know who is gonna quote unquote win because that's not up to anyone here, okay? The point is to acknowledge, I really respect or admire or adore or love this person because da 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 da. Write that down, right? And then look at your reasoning as to why. Is it, are your reasonings more on the vain side, or are they more on the other side of the spectrum? I'll just leave it at that. Okay. I feel like looking at something behind. Yeah. If I needed any more proof that this was about some sort of close relationship, we get the Lover's specific card here to confirm for somebody about what have you been working on so hard? Your freaking relationship with somebody. This almost feels like this feels like a warning, to be honest with you, okay? It feels like this has not been revealed to you yet, but you're getting an inkling is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, those sick to your stomach feelings are giving you so much clarity that you're spending a lot of time reflecting on the clarity of these few moments, and it's amplifying the knowledge that you're receiving, okay? Yeah, imagine, if you will, like imagine a movie where you are floating in a void, like literally there's nothing, but you just feel like taking your finger and just touching, and then suddenly nothingness itself ripples into light, into life, right? All because you asked one question. Thank you. I'm getting universe at your fingertips, okay? Use that power wisely and use it for the mutual benefit of everyone, right? Like, if you really want to be happy, you have to hope that everyone around you finds their true happiness so they can either get away from you or learn to make peace with you and you with them, whatever it is that needs to take place, right? You still have to want it for them as well. You have to want it for everyone around you. Even the people that talk the most trash about you, to you, or around you, or whatever, you have to want the best for those people. Because the best for them means the best for you. Now, the more you do that, but they continue to not consider in some way, I don't know, I don't have permission to tap into their energy, so whatever it is, I feel like you know. Yes, thank you. That's that inkling. Follow that, because that's the question you need to ask, and then boom, more's revealed to you, right? And you're jumping through rabbit holes. It's like Scott Bakula in Quantum Leap, when he's like, oh boy, right? And then suddenly, oh, he teleports out of there and he's moved on. So it's like that. Like, that's what you're doing. It's like at every oh boy, boom, you're quantum leaping out. And being shown more from the show. Maybe you should watch that show. It's an excellent show. Highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. Even the graphics, they're just cheesy enough to still be cool. Okay? But every time it's like there's a feeling of like tired, of frustration, but at the same time revving to go, you know? And somebody did a freaking burnout before I started the reading, like literally right in front of my house. There is a little like 4-year-old girl that lives in a house right by about where they did it. Like, hello, it's a neighborhood, not a track, not an open cars, whatever activity field, whatever they call that. Jeez Louise. Anyways. I don't know what this stuff has to do with self-control, okay? But I'm gonna ask that because I need to be clarified how this affects your self-control. Perhaps you know, and that's for you to know, and maybe not me. Where are these? Did I flip this wrong? Yes, I sure did. Thank you. If you know, then that's cool, but I'm about to ask and find out. We're about to dive deeper. So if you consent, say I accept, or I consent, whatever little ritual you want. All right, and we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let me clarity on this cycle ending on self-control. Perhaps you're done holding back your voice or your expression of your authentic self in every way, shape, or form. I'm getting the Gilded Age, where the daughter is coming of age and she is always happily, willingly done things the way that she was trained to do, but she was always honest, always ask the right questions, right? Making good deals. And she stands up for herself when her mother oversteps that. And the father as well, like, you promised, you know? And I mean, I know she realizes the show's still going, so I don't know how this exactly ends up. But I have seen the first season, I think, of it, or the second one, but the mom's just always, you know, it's like to everyone, she's just lying and manipulating the whole household. And yeah, sure, they're continuously becoming more prosperous, but they're creating more and more enemies within the field of what's supposed to be friends and supporters. Okay. The self-control is not holding back enough for yourself. And you see how I almost got choked up saying that? It feels like you're consistently giving way more than what you ever receive from like anybody that you come in contact with. So you've gotten to this point of intolerance to this energy being siphoned from you when you don't even know how it's being siphoned from you. And that alone has caused a ripple effect where they're being cut off. So it's like you're coming alive and there are going to be people around you like they're under the sea and their oxygen it just depletes, right? Like oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Being a little selfish is a good thing, okay? Especially when you do it for the right reasons. And you know when you're doing it for the right reasons. Everybody does. We know when we're coming from the ego, and we know when we're coming from the heart, and we know when we're just reacting instead of responding. We all know. We all know. We've been around long enough to know that it's not good to get stuck in your head. Oh my goodness. It feels like work is how you pass the time. Like working, it feels like work is your safe space. Even my dog doesn't like you. We have a couple people in the neighborhood that constantly have started doing burnouts in our area. I'm sorry, this is a neighborhood. Again, not a car place, right? 9 of Wands. It almost feels like you feel tired of having to defend yourself. Like you're just so over it. You're tired of having to defend yourself. You're tired of having to explain yourself. You're tired of being made to feel uncomfortable simply because you're in the presence of somebody else who has made themselves feel uncomfortable because of however they're holding back because they're refusing to fully connect with their own authenticity and fully express that openly into the world as well. Okay. You can be very, very different and have very, very different beliefs and still peacefully coexist with people. Okay. They're called healthy boundaries. And I know that can be triggering because so many people, again, have corrupted a beautiful, structured way to explain something. Right? And they've even corrupted the more lighthearted, let's just play ideas that were created to express these things as well, right? It feels like everything here has already... Do you see? My dog is going off, okay? Everything in a reading is a sign, and he's agitated. But there's no one. I don't hear... And I know he doesn't do that for nothing. So dogs can hear and smell different from us. So this is something that's out of your range of perception, but you've got someone watching your back, like my dog's watching my back, right? They bark to let us know. They're the bells sounding the alarm. They're the natural alarms. Our dogs, okay? Or pets, period. It feels like the self-control you're losing it really feels like it has something to do with standing up for yourself. It feels like a healing and cleansing and purifying of worthiness, or like worthiness wounds, or lack, possibly. Worthiness wounds can come from not feeling good enough because no matter how good, no matter how much you excelled, for whatever reason, there was something somewhere that was telling you you were still less than. Remember, this is the ego speaking to us. There's someone who was around you who had a very sharp tongue that would put you in your head. Okay? You've tolerated it long enough. You've waited long enough and experienced everybody else's chaos around you long enough. Judgment here. Oh, no, sorry. Lovers, but I got judgment from it. Because love is when judgment is in your favor. Right? You've come to a point of actually finally believing now that you might not deserve this ultimate dream that you want, but you know that you at least deserve something like this or like that, right? And you're absolutely right. Oh, baby. Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles with Judgment under it, and underneath Judgment, Empress, okay? Someone had some sort of power that they used to keep you feeling like literally left out, like somebody just throws you out in a blizzard and could care less, right? Okay? And it's like they were enjoying all of these things that were not even rightfully theirs, okay? So, oh, buddy. I know that shouldn't matter to us, but it's like, you know, when you're blocked by something and you don't know what it is that you're being blocked by, and then all of a sudden things are just going okay, but yet you have no idea what it was that was blocking you, how it was removed, when it was removed, because you still have no idea what it is, right? Those are the things that we tend to hold on to the most, because of how impactful they are and how impactful the effects of the actions involved were, right? Sorry, all my lips are chapped. And whenever yeah, there it goes. And whenever I put on chapstick or lip gloss, they just start peeling. And my lips have always been that way since I was like 9, since we moved to North Carolina, basically. The journey you have been on, my goodness. I feel like you have been the person to truly and like the unsung freaking hero, okay? Like, it feels like you were in the shadows, but yet you always had some sort of massive impact on all of those around you that siphoned from you in some way, shape, or form. Because you were freely giving and putting people in those positions of high honor, because you know that someone has to be the first one to be peace. If not, it won't happen. It's just going to be more of the same thing, right? Someone could be choosing to get a divorce, okay? Listen, if the idea of staying with someone makes you feel sick to your stomach, then you know that that's not what you're meant to do. Even if you know it's going to hurt somebody, even if you know it's going to send them on a rampage, or basically like you know what's going to come, and you know how it's like a total transformation of whom they currently are. But you also understand that you have to be able to reach acceptance with that being the possibility of what you actually have to do. Yeah. If you really want to build that future, you know that there are going to be certain things that you know what? You just got to cut it off and go. Literally got to cut it off and go. What do you need to get this? You need this. You just got to cut it off and go. Stop thinking about it. Stop stressing about it. Stop worrying about it. Worry is, oh gosh, I should have saved it. I think I screenshotted it. I'll have to look and see. And if I did, I'll post it on my Instagram. So you should probably follow me there. Dang, shameless plug. But no, for real, I do post a lot of stuff there, and I'm on there more than here. So If you, yes, this is going to bring you the peace that you need to feel more balanced. Okay. You've controlled your mind long enough for enough different reasons. It feels like you've bit so hard on your own tongue that you've graphic content. Beep, 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 beep. You bit so hard that you almost bit beep, beep, beep. Whatever, right? Okay? Positions of indecision lead us to situations of juggling, of overwhelm, of seeking more stability. That's the word. Which forces us to look at things from a different point of view. Something in our perspective has to change in order for that to even be possible. And that's where you learn, like, you know what, it is what it is, and this, I really feel like this is how it has to be. It's not what I expected, nor is it what I wanted. But the pain, the whatever, the change that you need for your longevity does not include tolerating the heavy burden of what you're currently having to basically sit through, it feels like. Protect your finances, protect the creative ideas that are coming through that I'm telling you about that feel like they're just like fizzling. They're coming through, don't start them yet. It feels like that you're going to get a really big sign where it's going to be beyond the shadow of a doubt. Now's the time to actually release this, that, or the other. Until then, hold off. There feels like there's going to be a lot of like going back and editing or rewriting, rescripting, I'm getting, and returning back to it. Okay. So there's going to be a process. So, yeah, just take joy, like, oh yes, I did it. I finally started on this project, or I'm finally getting ready to wrap up this project. Like whatever it is, right? Whatever you need to tell yourself, but just focus on the goal, no matter what, right? In football, when they're trying to score, they don't focus on what's going on around them. Their focus is on, out of what I see ahead of me right now, I'm going to predict which path guarantees me a clear route, right? Fairly clear route through, or whatever. Success, basically. Touchdown. He scores. Yay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it feels like somebody is going to be made to have to sit and stew in their own shit that they've created. And the hard thing that you're going to have to do is allow this person to go through and experience whatever it is that they need to experience, while the person that you hold in high honors remains yourself. Okay, with the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is holding on to the dream, like it being and receiving your dream, living whatever your dream is. If your dream life means that you are at a level of not giving a crap, that literally anything that happens, you're just like, you're calm, you're unfazed, it's not necessarily unbothered, it's like you see it and you have your own feelings about it. It's very stoic. Thank you. Very stoic is what I'm getting. Stoic in is it how you're coming across? Although some people are going to be saying mean things. I'm not going to lie. Some people are going to be saying mean things. And that's not very nice, but whatever. It is what it is, okay? And they're just mad. Judgment is being called, and the power, if you will, the karma, the energies, is just being oh, this is a return to sender. Did you do a return to sender? Oh, are you surprised by who it's returning to? Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I know it's not easy when you find that out. It never is, man. And it's always like Megan Thee Stallion says, you know, praying to God, ask him to remove like whoever's fake from life. It's in a song. I know what song it is, so I'll add it to the video. It does have explicit lyrics, so be warned. My channel is 18 plus, so you shouldn't be here anyways. If you're not, anyways, again, this self-control, it's like, yeah, you need to release a little bit of the self-control that you're having over yourself, because you are restraining yourself. And in restraining yourself, you're restraining those creative energies from being released in the ways they need to be released for you to experience what it is that you need to experience to fully embody that state of clarity and give you a more descriptive word, give you a more thorough or complete picture or idea of what it is that you're truly seeking. It's like granting you clarity. Like, you say you wish for this, okay, and as things stand currently, you getting this looks like this. And that's why somebody here, I said divorce. Because some sort of unexpected job offer is going to come in. It's going to be, you're going to be making bank, basically. Okay? Like, it's like, yeah, like McScrooge from DuckTales. Uncle Scrooge, yeah, all the money, right, in his vault that he'd go swimming in. He had so much gold. It was just gold coins, right? You're going to be that happy and level of, I don't give a crap, okay? Because that's the stability that it's bringing you. It's fortifying you in a state of stability. And that's why you're very stoic. And it's not that you're not hearing what people are saying. It's not that you're not feeling what they feel and understanding and all that. It's just that, you know, it's not the first go around with this person or these people. And you're seeing where, thank you, I was doing circles. Okay, you're noticing where cycles are repeating with people, and it's like, yeah, you're over it. You're over feeling trapped by all the work that it takes to put in. You know that it's, yeah, like they say, it takes two, right? It takes two. Any relationship takes two. Even parent-child relationships, it takes two, the parent and the child, right? And each relationship is different. So if you're thinking about, like, for you, your relationship with your mom is between you and your mom. Your relationship with your dad is between you and your dad. Your relationship between you and your siblings is between you and each one of said siblings, if you have them. Not everybody does, right? Your friends. Your relationship with each one of your friends is your relationship with that one specific friend. Even if you're in a friend group, you know what I'm saying? There's different levels, varying levels of connection, of trust, of wanting to pursue a deeper connection and closer connection, right? This is a further development of a relationship. The more you develop a relationship and the more you're open and honest about developing that relationship for the good of everyone involved, the more all the, I want to say the word, but I'm trying not to curse. It's the Fuckery. All of that is being I'm seeing an angry teacher going up to a chalkboard that one of the little kids put something inappropriate in, erasing it and then turning around and it's like, okay, the game has just changed. This is how you want to behave. This is what you want to do. This is how it's going to be. Period. That's what it means to stand in your energy. You embody it, you feel it, you acknowledge it, you accept it, you confirm. Yep. And it's a constant state of reconfirming every instant, every moment. Okay? I think we got it all here. Tower card again, I'm telling you. Listen. It is happening for you. It is happening for you. Do you see the rainbow? The rainbow represents hope. Do you see? This is a storm cloud, but it's bringing a pentacle. Okay? Storm clouds bring rain. Rain waters the earth. The earth being watered brings fertility to the soil, which nourishes all life. Okay? It feels like you're being shown the way. Like, yeah. You're being shown the way, right, of what's fair and what's true. And it's being shown to you just how strong you've actually been and how well you have held yourself together, okay, throughout all of the mud you've been dragged through. So no, it's not you being selfish. It is you being, what's a better word for like frugal? And you're investing, thank you. You are strategically investing in where you place your time, because time is basically equivalent to energy, okay? And your energy can either be being fed or it can be being depleted, depending on choices you make. Well, Maria, how do I know which one it is? What makes you feel good about yourself whilst knowing that you basically didn't really have to lift a finger? Justice is still there for everybody, right? And you know you've gotten your crown, your pentacle, right? What you deserve. And and acknowledging that, getting that it's just the beginning and it's just a part of the journey. And we have to willingly continue and willingly make the choice to continue on that journey when we're not sure how we're going to do it, right? We just have to let that fire within us that tells us you got this. You've got this. Just know you've got this. You have to be able to rest easy and tell yourself, you know what? You put yourself in an Empress energy. You got the Empress already. But to become the Empress, you must embody the Empress energy first. Okay? Okay, I'm just going to tell somebody here, you were like really hardcore deceived and fooled. Like, you thought that the seeds you were growing was in your garden, but somebody had somehow lured you over from the line of your garden into somebody else's garden. And the siphoning of the energy. Oh, whoever this is nasty. Don't you dare feel bad for making the choice to restore peace for yourself and to stop lying to yourself and to stop pretending to be happy. Okay, when you know what it is that you truly want to plan, what you truly want to have grow. You know it might take you some time to get there, but you know you're going to make great connections on the way, because you know that that's where you're bound to be, right? Because it's in your heart, and what's in your heart is what you know is meant to become true in this realm. And you know it, whatever the work looks like, you know that you're going to be willing to do that work, because it's just going to be a part of who you are. It's going to come natural. And so it's just going to really, it's going to be like a faster speed. It almost feels like you were a turtle that was going for a ride on the back of another turtle or something's even slower than you, right? But you didn't realize it, and so you could have been going faster the whole time, even though you thought you were. I don't know, it's a weird analogy, but it's what I'm getting. Okay, it doesn't make sense to me. Hopefully it does to you. All I know is that what I'm seeing here is that yes, you were meant to get all of these new perspectives so that you could really have the beginning that you really want. When every beginning comes from some other beginning's end. That's from Semisonic Closing Time, okay? So maybe 90s alternative rock will be something you'll enjoy. I think that was 90s. I don't know, they kind of all run together at this point. Anyways, that's what I have for you. If it resonated, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new and you like the way I read, I know I can be a little intense, but I said I'm the trigger warning. That said, if you want to subscribe, subscribe. If not, I guess I'll see you if I see you again. Who knows what the algorithm has in store. Whoa. Right? Anyways, remember, you are the person of high honor, my dear, no matter what anyone says. It is not bad to want to be happy. It is not bad to want to take care of yourself. And it is not bad to want to have people around you that genuinely want that for you just as much as they want it for themselves. The problem is too many people have been lying, okay? And we're seeing that a lot on social media through like reality shows and things like that, right? Where it's really showing how fake, just how fake people can be, and just how easily it is to fool so many people with that energy, right? So, you know, you just make with that whatever you will, but you're going to be finding someone it's someone who compliments you. And that's beautiful. Someone who compliments you means it's someone who is so much like you that they can amplify the healing that you do within yourself, and you amplify the healing that they do within themselves. You feed off each other in such a cool way. Like, this is like this is true love. This is true love. Yeah, not everyone's going to be ready for that. But if you are, you'll know. You'll know. Okay? Don't let them siphon you anymore. When you can pick up on people trying to play you, trying to use you, put your foot down. That's where the tower needs to happen with the self-control. You need to stop restraining yourself when people are hurting you. Okay, love you, bye.